Turner Yell makes the stop in the secondary for Denver. 1st and 10. The fake. Good block in there, and down it goes. Caught at the 30.
Welcome to the Fins tailgate. It's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. We live that aqua and orange from the field to the mic. Breaking down the plays, man, we talk it every night. From Tua to the defense, you know we keep it tight. NFL moves, you know we got the insight. We open up the floor, yeah, it's your time to shine. Fans drop the heat with opinions realigned. You got concerns, bring them, we're gonna chime. The Fins tailgates, where we keep it prime. Welcome to the Fins tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. The NFL's changing, but we stay on the grind. Latest breaking stories, we don't waste no time. From the trades to the rumors, we make them all align. At the Fins tailgate, we always on the climb. We're repping the Dolphins, but it's NFL wide. From South Beach to the league, we keep it worldwide. Got the fans engaged with the energy supplied. Come kick it at the tailgate, we're riding high tide. Welcome to the Fins tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. So if you love the game, you know we got the gate. Tune in, speak out, don't wait, it's your fate. This is the Fins tailgate, now watch us dominate. Miami Dolphins, NFL, yeah, we integrate.
What it is, what it do. Welcome to another episode of the Fins Tailgate with your boy El Capitan. I mean, let's get it. I mean, look, as you can see, I'm in a comfortable mood this morning. The Canes taking care of business. I've let it lie, right? I was gonna do this yesterday, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. Let's go ahead and let these other boys play. Let's see what Indiana got. Let's see what Oregon got. Let's see what Georgia got. Georgia ain't got shit, right? I can't even believe Georgia lost to Ole Miss, who makes a coach change. Don't get me wrong, Ole Miss good, but Georgia should have handled them. They choked, they suck, and Ole Miss ain't got it. I'm sorry, but I'm on my Cane stuff right now. I've been quiet. I've been keeping it low key. Yeah, I'm repping it. But these Canes are the real team in South Florida. They're the real team. They're the real team in South Florida. They're the ones that really matter right now. Dolphins need to get their shit together. I love the Dolphins, diehard Dolphin fan, but let's be real. These Dolphins ain't doing it. They ain't been getting it done. Now they got some stuff going on right now. I get it. You know, we brought in some dude from fucking the practice squad of another team. We got Troy Aikman coming up. It's, you know what? I can't even take it. I mean, look, I've been sitting here treating my Canes like my Dolphins, right? I had the same energy for them. I was like, you know what? We're just gonna be good. You know, I'm happy that we're in the friggin' playoffs. Let's get in there. Hopefully, we can make some noise. And in the back of my head, I'm also thinking, damn, this Canes team's got it. Like they don't just beat teams, but in the manner in which they control them offensively with the run game and facilitating some good passes every now and again, and then defensively by making Miami football where I'm gonna be on you. We're getting sacks, we're getting pass breakups, we're getting turnovers, we're scoring points. What do you mean? What do you mean? Huh? We're back. Jersey Dolphins, you need to get out of here. Ole Miss ain't shit, bro. I watched that game. Listen, Ole Miss and Alabama, fireworks game was great. Ole Miss came back and won that bitch. because Georgia choked. I don't know if you know this or not, but did you see how little of containment their defenses had? How in the beginning of the game, their offensive lines got no push. That game was a college football game. That was a college football game last night and a hell of a performance and very super entertaining. The Canes are on another level, dog. They on another level. Ohio, outside of that first touchdown early in that game, that they had. Well, let's man, one. You know what? No, they ain't had shit. They they looked like they were gonna drive on us, and then that pick six, they were done from there. They never got going. They never got going. Miami did what they've done all year. They get out 2 scores on you, and then they come back, they throttle you in the third, and then turn back up in the fourth. They've done it all year. The only time it didn't work was in their losses, and that was because of turnovers. And listen, they weren't free of turnovers. We fumbled a football early in the game. There was a couple of fumbles that we recovered. They took it from them. Ohio's never it. Miami outclassed Ohio in a way in which no one else has done. Well, that's not true, because I'll tell you what. Fuck out. You know what? We're going full bitch. We're going full bitch. Fuck y'all. We're going full Miami today. Mm-hmm. Fuck y'all. We're going full Miami today. Y'all ain't had shit the whole game, dog. I get you. Texas Tech got fucking dog walked by Oregon. I seen the game. Texas Tech offensively could do jack shit. That D tackle and that pass rusher for Oregon, those are 2 first rounders if I ever seen them. Them boys are big, strong. They got the measurables from what I could see. I'll see what else they got come, fucking drafting bullshit ass time. We'll measure them hoes. Let's see if they even get to the fucking championship. Because I'm sorry, I'm picking Miami to dog walk fucking Ole Miss. Ole Miss ain't got it. They ain't it. They ain't it. They ain't it. Ole Miss ain't it. Nobody did what Miami did. Offensively and defensively. Nobody did it. And say, I get it. The stat line ain't like, oh, Carson, blah, 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 blah. Blah. Let me just go through a little bit of stats real quick. 2 turnovers from Ohio. 1 from Miami. 18 first downs for each of the teams. Holy cow. There was only 2 penalties the whole game, which outside of that third quarter where they drugged Georgia back into the game last night, in fourth quarter where they started helping them get back in the game because Ole Miss wasn't letting up. There was not a lot of penalties thrown in this college football playoff thus far. I've been thoroughly impressed by the officiating, letting these boys play. 2 penalties on Ohio for 15 yards. Miami was 7 of 14 on third downs. Ohio was only 3 of 10. Both teams went for it on fourth. 3 of 10 on third downs and 7 of 14 on third downs. Both teams went for it on fourth down one time. Both converted. The time of possession is exactly where, because Ohio had more yards. They had, hold on, I just had it up here. They had 332 yards. Miami had 291 yards. It was a hard-fought defensive game, as we know. Hard-fought defensive game. But the run game of Miami, the couple of runs that Carson Beck had, clutch, that 3rd and 7 run where he bulldozed over the tackle. Carson Beck ain't that fast. Homie ran scared. You want to run fast, run scared. That's why in the NFL, when the rookies get in there in that first year, I'm always like, yo, you can have a little fun because them kids is running scared. And running scared, you run fast. Running scared, you run fast. When you run confident, you think you faster than you really are. When you're running scared, you're like, ah. So, anyhow, Carson Beck running scared, then lays the shoulder, flips over, converts for that 3rd and 7, rallying the boys, rallying them. I mean, all the shit talking. They were 9.5-point dogs. 9.5, all the way up until kickoff. As soon as kickoff got like 10 minutes out, they closed it to 7.5. Nobody was that big of a dog. The largest was 6.5, and that was Indiana, who fucking destroyed Alabama. Indiana looks for real. I see you, Indiana. See you in the natty, bitch. I'm gonna see you in the natty, Indiana, because I don't believe in Oregon. Oregon looked good, and that Oregon quarterback made a couple of hell of a plays. Holy shit, homeboy, good. That shit ain't gonna work on Miami, dog. You ain't rolling out fucking 30-yard down in circles again, Miami. It ain't happening. The containment is there. These boys set the fucking edge with 4. Routinely setting the edge with 4. No interior guy. Go ahead and run up through the middle. One of them linebackers waiting. Hit the like button, everybody. We on arcane shit. For real. I'm tired of it. They're back. This team is back. They're locked in. Listen to Carson Beck. You're gonna have to turn the audio up. I'm gonna talk quiet. I'm not gonna speak. It's low audio. But listen to Carson Beck post game. Listen to what he said.
From 5 a.m. until 6 p.m. every single day, we're in the facility. We're grinding, we're practicing, we're watching film. It's every single day, day in and day out, for moments like this. So that, when you get in these big time moments, you fall back on your preparation, and when, the moment calls up, you rise to it. From 5 a.m. until 6 p.m. every single day, we're in the From 5 a.m. until 6 p.m. every single day, From 5 a.m. until 6 p.m. every single day, we're in the facility. We're grinding, we're practicing, we're watching film. It's every single day, day in and day out, for moments like this. So that, when you get in these big time moments, you fall back on your preparation, and when, the moment calls up, you rise to
These boys is locked in. From 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day in the facility, on the practice field, in the film room, locked in. Oh, yes. You think they weren't up last night? These boys watching Ole Miss, Georgia? Unimpressed. Unimpressed with the fucking lines of scrimmage. Both teams. Ohio's line of scrimmage is better than both those two teams that we've seen. And Miami will own it. Ole Miss, you a cute story, dog. Cute. Lane Kiffin go running off to the mistress down in Louisiana. Down in the fucking backwaters. Down with them gators and them waters. Them gators and them waters. All right, I can't do this no more. Back where them Gator was in them waters. Mm-hmm. Mm. Cute story. Ole Miss. Your coach comes up. DC calling the plays. Got a whole new setup. Georgia sucks. Georgia, you done, dog. Georgia, you know what Georgia did? They didn't want none. They didn't want none. We were in their heads. They were watching Miami. They're looking through Ole Miss. Ole Miss looking right at Georgia. And use a cute story, Ole Miss. That cute story's over. You might as well just not even show up. Lane Kiffin. Fuck out of here. Fucking dork. Mm-hmm. Hit the like button, everybody. Canes is back. And I'm here for it. Texas Tech sucks. Holy cow. You know, you go back and you look at how dominant Texas Tech was, but then you look at their opponents. Oh, and this team was ranked 4? I get it. You know, it really comes down to conference and wins and losses. But that Texas Tech, for all that money y'all spent, that quarterback looked like shit. He looked little Tua boy out there. Need to fix that. Long gone are these little boys. You know, man, you 6'1", you too short to play quarterback. That's it. I'm sorry. I get it. Unless you a fucking mobile monster. You mobile monster. All right, cool. You got arm strength, but that's it. Texas Tech sucks. Oregon's offense didn't look that great either until, you know, the end. They didn't look that great. Wasn't impressed. Mendoza, holy fuck, that kid. He the real deal. The speed of the game will be an adjustment for Mendoza. But he's got all the gifts. And he's tough. He's tougher than he looks. So Alabama looked like they were going to put up a fight there in the beginning, didn't they? They're like, we're Alabama. And man, dude, they got so in their head, Alabama, with we're us. We're going to show them. Like, shut up, Alabama. You gone. Man, Alabama's cooked. They're cooked. I mean, right now, it's Oregon, Indiana, Miami Hurricanes, Ole Miss. Nobody had that Final Four on their bingo card. Nobody. What a shakeup in the college football. Entertaining. What a product they've got. And shout out to the Canes. Getting to the finals. Got some money to the ACC. ACC will be giving the entire $14 million payout from college football to Miami. We got the bag, baby. We got the bag. This is what it is too, right? Like, this is America. All right. America they say they like an underdog, and we do. We love a good underdog. Everybody loves an underdog. But the system is set up that when you on top, you stay on top. That's how the rich keep getting richer, y'all. They don't pay taxes. They write off assets. I can't even get some assets. The only assets I'm getting is from your mom. Holla. Fuck out of here. Getting that asset. But now that we on top, that's the American way. You're like, these rules should be changed. I don't like this. This ain't cool. You know, it's not fair. And then once you get the $14 million back, you're like, yeah, well, fuck you. I had to get it the hard way. You got to get it the hard way. I didn't have health insurance forever. America. So the system's set up for the winners to be winners, stay winners. Transfer portal starting. Ooh, Miami. Everybody gonna want Carson Beck ain't gonna be here. Carson Beck ain't gonna be here next year. What smart quarterback is looking to reinvent themselves and rise in the fucking draft by coming and standing behind this Miami Hurricanes wall? Not only that, dude, you're gonna have weapons. Fletcher said he's already coming back. Malachi Tony gonna stay. They gonna make sure that happens. Who doesn't want these weapons and this defense? This team. Ooh. All eyes on me. And that's what it comes down to when you're trying to get drafted. You gotta keep eyes on you. You gotta, it's a branding, bruh. It's marketing. It's branding. It's marketing. It's what it is. That's how this shit work. And if you don't know, ask somebody. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Because I don't know what to tell you. I've been trying to tell you guys how the shit really works around here. And when Cristobal came here to Miami, shout out to him, dude. Buddy had First of all, he gonna get that deal's getting reworked. Promise you that. Where they owe got 8 years or something left. Like that don't matter. They're gonna redo his deal. He's gonna get $110 million for 10 years. They're gonna resign, and they should. This program about to enter an era. And shout out to the young kids. First of all, have you been watching the college football playoffs? The best teams, and most of these teams that are down to these in the playoffs are a lot of young guys. Guys that ain't going to be even in next year's draft. They're going to be in the following draft. Draft 2028 got the new boys, new kids, the generation of Tua Tagovailoas, the fucking got a poodle in a bag in the fucking locker room. The fuck? More worried about your haircut than you are with smacking people in the fucking mouth. Taking jujitsu? Fuck out of here with your dumbass jujitsu. First of all, jujitsu's, I don't mean to take shot at jujitsu, but jujitsu don't belong in a fucking NFL locker room. Fucking Tua dropping on his back, putting his butt up in the air and shit, saying, come get some. Fucking bitch. The fuck? I bet you. Tua's like, guys, come see my moves. And drops on his back and sticks his legs up in the air. Come see my moves, guys. Come get, I can get you. Fucking Tua. The fuck? Jiu-jitsu in the fucking locker room. Fuck out of here. That generation's over, dog. Some 2028, some of 2027, but 2028, 2029, 2030, these young kids don't give a fuck. They're meaner. And thank God for it. Thank God for it. Because this fucking, whatever the hell happened, this COVID generation of fucking kids that are scared of the world and wore too many masks for fucking long. Call it like it is. Fuck out of here. Their generation's getting ready to, they're in the final stages. These new kids are coming in. And they ain't. The future's looking brighter. Future's looking brighter. These kids don't give a fuck. They gonna get theirs. They're takers. In this America, we reward some takers. We got takers of football games on this team. Kane's getting ready to open up into a whole nother realm. We won't have to be bidding on contracts to play nobody. They want to come here. We're going to dictate the terms. Oh, you think you good, right? Well, you got to come beat us at home. You think you can? I don't think so. Hit the like button. fucking jujitsu in the locker room. The hell? Get out of here, dog. Fuck it. What? Like, okay, I did wrestling in the off season. You know what I did during football? I didn't bike ride. I didn't skateboard. I didn't do nothing. Because you ever fucking get road rash, fucking go play football? Shit hurt like a Nah, you locked in, son. Jiu-jitsu. Laying on his back, turtling, saying, come into my guard. I'll beat you, boys. Come get me. Fuck out of here. Fucking Tua. Thank God this era is almost over. We're getting close. Kane's got a couple boys, as you may or may not know. Ole Miss, cute story. You ain't it. That story finna end in the Fiesta Bowl. I mean, I'm booking my ticket right now to the Natties against Indiana. That's what it is. That's what it is. I don't care what anybody says. Kane's going to get it. And now that that ball is rolling, it's like everything else. Kids are going to want to come here. It's already been kind of rolling like that, as you guys know. Commits. But I don't know if you guys know this or not, but if you watched Ohio, their best players, wide receiver, quarterback, a few other them boys, are all from South Florida. Florida's cranking out the football product. Everybody knows it. Yeah, you might have dudes from here, this guy, that, whatever. But where superstars are found is home, baby. And it ain't just, it's like from Orlando down. It's where the superstars are at. Sorry. We just do it. You know what it is? And this might be unfair, right? We do it year round. It don't get cold enough to stop us. It don't get hot enough to stop us. It's year round. It's family business. There isn't a city in Central or South Florida that there's a strip mall with 6 or more fucking stores that ain't got something relative to sports. They're selling sporting goods. They're selling, sports medicine, sports science, training facilities. I mean, they're fucking everywhere. They're everywhere. We all about athletics in this bitch. And we're only just trying to find out, damn, this boy's good at basketball, but can he play football? Ooh, damn, this kid's a hell of a fucking soccer player. Can he kick field goals? Ooh, damn, this boy's good as hell on the ice checking motherfuckers. Can he play linebacker? That's we love our athletics here, but we want to go, hey, yeah, man, you a hell of a basketball player. You ever think about playing wide receiver? Just this is what it is. Oh, kid, you can pitch this shit out of a ball. You ever try spinning a freaking football? Might be a hell of a quarterback. That's what we pride ourselves on. Don't get me wrong. We love our other athletics around here. And it's big. All that shit is from football. And it all leads back to football. And all these kids that are playing in these big games are from the area. And when when home is available for the choice as a superstar athlete to say, I can win it for my team, my city, my town, my state. Ooh, the era of the Canes becomes dangerous. And if doing it the way in which Cristobal is designing this is sustainable. It's sustainable. It's so, to me, the only problem I look at it is that if when and once, if it's completely locked in, that, college football will subvert Miami and screw us over and break the program to pieces because all of the other teams will be mad. The best athletes that they were once cherry picking out of our fucking neighborhoods will not be going to them because everybody gonna make some money. And some guys need more money than others, and some are more about the money than others. But everyone in this state cares mostly about pride, bragging rights. The wide receiver in Ohio. That you guys seen him walking and saying hi to all his friends on Miami. They're being nice now, but you know what he don't want? He don't want to go home and hear from his cousins and his friends and his other contemporaries. How the boys at home took care of business and you had to run off to the big school somewhere else and think you were going to get like that shit. That pride hurts. That shit hurts. Oh man, you guys don't understand how the Canes are a self-perpetual machine if this continues. Canes win the Natty, we enter in an area. We're entering a complete era of stranglehold on college football because of our athletes, our homegrown talent. It's what Dolphins fans have asked Miami to do for the team. It's what Canes fans have asked since Jimmy Johnson did it. Okay? We have the players here. They just didn't want to be here. And I understood why. It was badly run program. But a couple years ago, when they turned this around and brought in Cristobal and he righted the ship and we rode out the rough storms, we got clear sailing ahead. Clear sailing ahead. That's right, Joe. If we win it all, and I again, Ole Miss, you ain't standing. You ain't got it. Ole Miss does not have what it takes to beat this team. They don't have what it takes. I'm sorry. I mean, listen again.
We're in the facility, we're grinding, we're practicing, we're watching film. It's every single day, day in and day out, for moments like this. So that, when you get in these big time moments, you fall back on your preparation, and when, the moment calls up, you rise to it. From 5 a.m. until 6 p.m.
From 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day. For when the moments come, they're our moments. They're this moment. Yes. And that opens up college football landscape. It's always changing. I mean, everybody knows that. Georgia was on a run. Alabama was on a run. Ohio doing its thing. Good luck. With the transfer portal, with the NILs, with college recruiting. Good luck. It's not going to be easy to outbid home. Now, it's going to be hard to outbid home. These kids, people don't know. Go to anywhere in this state. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Orlando, St. Pete, Sarasota. Glades, Pahokee. Go to anywhere in this state and watch Pop Warner football. Pop Warner. Watch the kids in middle school. Then, once you've seen that, go to some high school games. I don't care which one. I don't care where. These kids want to, they want it bad. And they want it bad. Dude, to stay, the Canes? The Canes? Are you kidding me? They can be there doing it? Can't outbid. Yeah, you can buy some of them. You can buy a lot of them. But those teams that are having 3, 4, and 5-star guys sitting on the bench, waiting their time for the program, trust the process, kids. They're going to go, if I'm sitting on a bench, I'm sitting on Miami's bench. I'm not going to be in Alabama backup. I'm not going to be in Ohio backup. So those 50-50 guys, they're going to trust your process, are going to go, no. If I'm sitting somewhere, I'm sitting at home in Miami. $100%. We will dominate playing our game. Miami will dominate Ole Miss playing their game, running the ball, heads up, hard-nosed defense, organic pressure with 4. God, dude, Mesidor. Listen, I thought Bain is incredible too, but Mesidor looked like one of those dudes that goes to the next level and is sacking motherfuckers in the Super Bowl. Bain is incredible. His speed. I don't know if that bull rush is going to work in the NFL. I'm worried about that. But Mesidor, holy shit. Holy shit. That boy good. Kane will dominate Ole Miss doing their game. Because as soon as you take a sack on a first or second down, and you're behind the sticks needing 14 yards, okay? And you're down 10 points. Second. Canes went down, got a field goal. Canes went down again and, ran the ball, and they've bled off all the clock. You only got like 3 minutes left. We get the ball at half. And now it's 2nd and 12. That's when we kill you. That's when we myrtleize you. That's when you try to do too much and we capitalize. It's like a Patriots thing, bro. It literally works a lot like what the Patriots do. They played their game. They let you make mistakes. They capitalize on it. That's what Cristobal has gotten. And with that, offensively, once I have the ball, when you start thinking on the sidelines and you're a player, and listen, these boys ain't fucking idiots. They're college kids. They're watching. They know this fucking game. They've been playing it their whole lives. They know from the last 2 times we've seen the Canes offense on the field against our boys that they're just pushing us 2 yards every snap off in the run game. That when they play action and throw, it's just simple. But the motherfuckers have eaten 9 minutes of fucking play clock. That's what you're thinking watching the Canes do this to you. And you're on offense just watching them work, and you're like, dude, next time we get out there, we got to respond, boys. We got to get it. You try to rally the boys. Now everybody starts getting a little worked up. These are college kids. They get a little worked up. They go, I'm going to make a play. I'm going to make a play. Rather than letting the plays come to you. And then they get out of position. Next thing you know, trying to make a play gets you fighting for a ball like this, and we taking that shit. You're like, oh, no. Canes is back. And y'all fuck up. Canes win this natty. Walking through Ole Miss on our way to see Indiana. Bottom line is, it's gonna be Canes will stranglehold this college football. They win the natty, and I'm here for it, baby. I'm here for it. I've been waiting. Because once the success already is propelling. I mean, dude, right now, if you're a quarterback looking to reinvent yourself and you got talent, your number one pick is Miami. Every quarterback hitting the transfer portal or every quarterback coming out of high school is looking at Miami going, yeah, I want to stand back there for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds and dole out the football. Miami kid, I agree that Bain good, but I think Isidore might be the real Reggie White. Just saying. Who knows? I think they're both great. I'll take it. I don't care. Give me either one. But Bain used to be my number one choice. Mesidor is now my number one choice. I think Mesidor has a little something else. I don't know exactly what it is, and I haven't watched it intently enough to make this take anything more than a bold one. So, Mesidor would be my pick. Over. But boy, they're going to have a couple, ain't they? College kids, high school kids going, man, I want to go in the first round. Better be a Cane. Man, I want to play in big games and get seen by NFL teams. Better be a Cane. Hit the like button. So, this ball rolled downhill. You don't even really need to, you got to take care of your shit, but you got to, it'll be a hell of a lot easier come recruiting and all that stuff. But speaking of recruiting and propaganda, the Miami Dolphins have brought in Hall of Fame QB and ESPN analysis, color commentator, ex-NFL athlete, Troy Aikman. He's going to consult to advise the organization on its general manager search process per sources. Ole Miss is way more than some dipshit sitting in front of a Dollar Tree webcam with 20 people watching it, and they always will be. Damn, somebody got hurt this morning. Somebody's hurt this morning. Santa Claus didn't come to you, Steve? New Year's Eve girl leave you? I ain't him, dog. I didn't do it. So let's get into this Troy Aikman thing. What? Like, what's going on? Troy Aikman is now it's said to not be a permanent role. The Dolphins are starting their general management searches right now, which, duh. And Troy Aikman is being brought in for the interview process to make his assessments. Now, this is something commonly done in the business world where you bring out outside consultants to be just a unbiased opinion of whatever. You got, this guy, the president of football, saying, I really like this guy. And you got the VP saying, well, I felt like he was a bit crude. And then you got the owner going, and then so they go to Aikman, what do you think? And then they compile the data, and it's bullshit. It's propaganda, boys. That's bullshit. Like, what? Like, what? Why? And listen, I love Troy Aikman. He's a football guy. He knows shit. He a quarterback. He won some fucking Super Bowls, couple. I mean, he had a dynasty up in this bitch. He had a dynasty. I'm not saying it'll hurt. If anything, it can't hurt. But okay, fucking Troy Aikman comes in and says, I like this guy, and they hire him. What do? They give him the fucking keys to the castle? What does that mean? What does it mean? Are we gonna get a Are we going to get like a definitive written paper of what Troy Aikman thought of said hire? Whenever we do hire this general manager, right? Which, as a betting man, I would say Champ Kelly's getting the job, and we'll talk about that in a second. But what is what Troy Aikman? Are we going to get like a definitive little paper that says what Troy Aikman thought of said hire? If we hire Champ Kelly, are we going to get Troy Aikman's paper that says, I never believed it. I didn't think we should do it. Da-da-da. Or is it going to sit and rest infinitely until said decision is a good or bad one and Troy Aikman will take the narrative of he was right? So let me better explain. Dolphins end up going with Champ Kelly. Troy Aikman was consulting on the matter. We never found out if he was like, oh man, I like Champ Kelly was my pick. He was my guy. He don't say that. He just sits. 2 years later, we fire Champ Kelly. Troy Aikman's fucking consultant fucking paper comes out and says, yeah, we should have went with this guy instead. I like these guys. Champ was third on my fucking list. And they'd be like, oh shit, this fucking guy's worth the fucking dimes on the consultant. Everybody gonna be fucking passing out them motherfucking checks. Troy Aikman. Or if they go with fucking douchebag McGee as the new guy, and 2 years later he's got the Dolphins in the fucking and playing a home playoff game because we won the division. And Troy Aikman will come out with his paper. Yeah, I fucking picked him. That was my guy. It's a win-win-win-win for Troy Aikman. Dolphins won't throw him under the bus. I don't think he'll have any decisions, but they'll give him the credit for the decision being good or bad. It was the right one. There's some other bullshit back office making friends with fucking payola fucking bullshit. Troy Aikman infamously talked shit on Mike McDaniel, which caused the whatchamacallit, the benching of Tua this year. Now, some people are like, oh, the Dolphins really care. It was Troy Aikman, what he said, that got Mike McDaniel to, whatever, put pressure on him. He's an unbiased guy. He's unbiased. He's gonna give it to us. He's gonna give us the real. He gonna be honest. And I'm sure he is, but like, okay, so what? They come in here and he says, hire this guy, and they fire the guy the next year. Will they besmirch Troy Aikman? Be like, this fucking prick over here, this guy told us to hire this idiot. Is that what they're paying him for? Not Troy. Dolphins love to write a villain demon story about a motherfucker who slights them. Look out, Troy. You might be just a paid excuse for this organization. I don't think they're going to do him like that. I think it's the latter. I think it's more of Troy's Troy was incredible. This is about. So, all right. It's been said that Troy Aikman has said, I forget where he said it, like a radio station or some news thing, that he would love to have some management. He looks at guys like Elway and these ex-players doing general managing of football teams, and he would love to get in on that. But also, while saying that, he realizes, he'd probably step in it because it's such an involved 24-hour. It's not like it's a fucking easy job, right? Really high-end job. And yeah, I say that, but at the same time, I could also, see how overwhelming it is. And I really would be putting my foot in my mouth by asking for that kind of stuff. So, lo and behold, Stephen Ross, who fucking loves to gush over his collectibles, his he's a fucking collector, dude. He's a fucking rich guy. You guys collect cards, he collects people and fucking brands. That's what he does, dude. This is what billionaires are. Everybody's a motherfucking collector. And he hears that and he says, "Oh, you know what? Let's help Troy Aikman, who now will love me. Let's put his foot in the door, let him have a seat at the table. He can just keep his mouth shut. But man, we're just gonna, no matter what happens with whatever decisions we make, we're gonna make sure Troy looks the part." Because it's all just a show. And it's all distractionary to Dolphin fans. Because when you ask Dolphin fans why they are bringing in Troy Aikman, their feelings are that the Dolphins care. They're taking the general management hire very seriously. We're taking it very seriously. Didn't you see we brought in behind the curtain Troy Aikman? What? They brought in Troy Aikman. They're taking it seriously. I know I'm jaded. Maybe Troy comes in here with his fucking winning pedigree and his fucking good looks and that strong chin and says, "Y'all are fucking bitches up in here. Y'all don't know nothing about football in here. Boy, they run him out and him quick." It's this Troy Aikman shit is funny to me. On the face of it, it can't hurt. Doing it just seems so Dolphins. Such a Dolphins propaganda narrative. I mean, dude, look, like, let's be real, right? Mike McDaniel, depending on what happens with this game, probably going to be back, right? Probably going to be back. I think he should be, personally. I don't think, I get it. He's kind of made some mistakes as a young coach, but like, what are we going to? Fine. Fire him. Who the fuck's coming in here? Mike McDaniel, fire. Who? Your little fucking wish list of we love these guys and I want them to. What fuck? No. Steelers and fucking Ravens are going heads up. National narrative is whoever loses that game might get fired. Harbaugh or fucking Tomlin. You think fucking Harbaugh or Tomlin are coming to Miami because you want them? Why? Because they have no quarterback, no cap, and not a fucking great draft pick? And a brand new fucking GM? Y'all are fucking ridiculous. Who's going to take the head coaching job? On that reasoning alone, no thank you. I'll stay with Mike McDaniel. It's just, I don't get it. You're either going to get a first-time head coach, coordinator, maybe you catch one of these hot names, you'll get the third hot name. Because you ain't getting the number one. I don't even know who the fucking number one is. Who gives a shit? We're going to have 2 years of built-in excuses of growing pains with a coach and a fucking new general manager and a fucking no cap and no quarterback fucking. I mean, what? Nobody's going to take that. Just like the GM job. Who's taking this GM job outside of some fucking number 2 somewhere? And you ain't getting somebody who's fucking touted, who's got experience. Fuck. Like, you're not getting everything is new. Like, what are we doing? Bringing in fucking Aikman to consult. Consult what? The list is small, baby. And just because you want to hire them, don't mean they want the job. Because the job, new general manager, is here's your coach. His name's Mike McDaniel. You have to have him. If it don't work out this year, we'll talk at the end of that. But starting right away, he's your guy. Better learn to work with him. Or what? Or what? He's going to not believe in Mike McDaniel? He's going to fucking, we're going to have a fucking power struggle? God, I love me a good fucking office power struggle here in Miami. That's worked out well. Players are, fuck this new GM. We love coach. Fuck. Rats off a ship. Next year's the play. The consulting from Aikman will go as such. I don't know. Not really a lot of choices here. It's a lot of risk on this guy, and this guy who will all take the job. We would like this one, and this one, but chances are they don't want him or they want more power. They want to fire Mike McDaniel off rip, whatever, whatever. You're better with wanting to keep Mike McDaniel and not having a top draft pick and being cap strung next year, paying $70 million on a quarterback that's not going to be here in an obvious tank year to ride it out with what you got. Champ holds place for another year. Mike McDaniel sticks it through. We quarterback competition to see if there's anything salvaging for 2027, and we reset the cap through 2026 to look the better for 2027. And come the end of 2026, if you fire your coach, if he shits the bed and it's mid-season and they're winless, you can fire him then, and you're just tanking all the way. Teams do it all the time. Your GM, we tried him out, didn't really like it. All of a sudden, you've got a top draft pick, open cap space, a vacant coaching job, and a vacant GM job, and that you can sell. That you can sell to people who are worth their weight. You say to fucking a good Mike Tomlin, hey, you come in here, you first hire, you running this whole bitch. We consult with you for the GM. We're going to consult with you for the top draft pick for the quarterback. You get a touted GM. Hey, come in here, you run this whole motherfucker first. That's how it work. That's how it work. This consultant, fucking Troy Aikman, he don't even need to come to the fucking building. He consult via Zoom with me. I up just like this. And we can talk about it. I'm like, listen, Troy, let's just get up in it. I'm gonna play counselor to Troy Aikman on his consulting with the Miami Dolphins. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell, listen, not a really great draft pick. So there's, it's not like we're gonna be in a position in a very thin quarterback in 2025 to draft a replacement. So we're gonna need to ride out the quarterback room, right? So to see what we got in these quarterbacks, probably best to stick with the coach that you already have. Kind of hung up on cap. You fire this coach. Who the fuck's going to come in here with no quarterback and a new GM that's worth their weight? You want to get a new hire guy? Fucking, I don't think so. So let's kind of stick it with coach. If we're going to stick with coach and no cap and a bad quarterback, we might as well just not rock the boat and just see how things pan out. Might as well stick with Kelly, who seems to be just a good old yes man around these parts. And we will then reconvene in 2027. That's the plan. Troy Aikman. I mean, what are we talking here? It's the hardest duality right now. It's because I'm so high on these Canes. Gonna dog walk Ole Miss. Dog walk them, bro. As I was watching that game, I was like, bro, these boys can't beat us. You ain't gonna be in a fucking second half with everything getting squirrely balls. That ain't happening on Canes. You know why? Because we're gonna run the ball. Your offense gonna get cold. They're gonna come out here and try to do too much, and we're gonna capitalize on defense. So we walking them. I'm high on these Canes. I'm fucking sick of these Dolphins, bruh. Sick of these Dolphins. Why are you doing this? Troy Aikman. What kind of bullshit is that? Jerry Jones. Like, why ain't Jerry got him? That's his boy. I promise you this. If there's any other team in the NFL that needs some motherfucking consultant, it's Dallas. Someone need to consult them to get away from Dak Prescott is what they need to do. I don't know what y'all see in the guy. Dak Prescott is literally like Notre Dame. Dak Prescott is Notre Dame. They play a bunch of nobodies and they beat the doors off of them and get all these amazing statistics and all that stuff. And when they play people, he does too much and loses the football game. That's what happens every time. Dak Prescott is the big-armed Tua Tagovailoa. That's the facts. If Tua had an arm, his name would be Dak Prescott. And that still ain't enough. Hit the like button, everybody. Is that you, Charlotte, right there? I think that's Charlotte, my niece. Shouldn't be watching Uncle. Uncle's for adults. Dang. Naomi Sunrider saying Aikman's there to get so they can get to Jimmy Johnson's phone number, and that Dallas doesn't need it because they don't. That Jerry has Jimmy's number. That's true. I mean, dude, Jimmy ain't answering any phone numbers. You need to just go find him, dude. He was in the building. He's in the building sometimes on Canes games. Isn't that the house that Ross built? Isn't that Ross's house? Actually, it's F1's house. But who's counting? Who's counting? Oh shit! What up, Color?
What's up, man? You hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound good. What we don't. Yeah. Well, why are we bringing Aikman in here?
Well, so Nomi's on to something because and you just hit it on the head. He ain't answering no phone calls. You're right, and that may be it. Maybe it's not the phone number they're after. It's his CB radio frequency because he's out on that deep sea fishing boat.
Dude. He ain't
exactly. In. They need his frequency from Troy Aikman. And Jerry's already got that. Jerry can hit him up anytime he wants. You know what I mean? So,
Jerry that motherfucking GPS in his ass back in the fucking 90s.
No, I'm talking not for Coach, obviously. He's already done his thing with Coach. But whoever thought that, did anybody ever stop to think that maybe Jimmy wants to get into GMing?
I know for a fact Jimmy don't want to do none of that.
He sees what's going on. He sees what's going on with his precious Hurricanes. He's like, I gotta join that bandwagon, man. Get myself back in the limelight in South Florida. You know what I mean?
Hell nah. Jimmy fucking smoking a cigar and fucking grilling up fish right now. He
Well, I
don't give
mean,
a
if
fuck.
good, yeah, but think about it. If the Hurricanes are back, and he can't let good football go on in Miami without being a part of it,
I
bro.
mean, he gonna be a part and hanging out and all that stuff. He'll be there to watch the Canes win the Natty in the house. And man, dude, listen, this is what people forgetting. Yeah, Indiana, a hell of a football team. You gonna play Miami at their house? I don't
Oh,
think
and
so,
by the
son.
way, the Jimmy, I'm not necessarily even thinking GM, but it could be for consultation as to
Oh yeah, yeah,
hiring
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
GM.
yeah.
You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm pretty sure
So
Jimmy's
we
kicking around
basically
in the
gotta
park once or twice.
hire Troy Aikman. We gotta basically hire Troy Aikman so we can
Oh,
write off a paycheck on our taxes. You know what I mean? And give him a check for
ah,
the phone number. You know what I mean?
I
And
got you,
then
Keller.
we're actually consulting with Jimmy. You know what I mean?
No, 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 no. You want to get a consultant with Jimmy? You first got to pay Jimmy Boy Troy. Jimmy Boy need hit cut first. This mob tactics.
Right.
Jimmy fucking
And the
running
way you
fucking
do it,
joints,
and the way
son.
you do it, and the way you do it to make it a business expense is you hire him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Give
yeah,
him
yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
paycheck and then fire him.
You want to get to Jimmy? You need to take care of Troy first. Like, look,
Troy
all
don't
right,
need
Jimmy.
that. Troy don't need the
You don't
job. You
just
know what
you
I
don't
mean?
just get you don't just go straight to the plug. You got to get to the middleman. Color. You got
Yeah,
to
I'm
go to the
thinking. I was sitting
middleman.
there
Got to
thinking. I'm
smooth
like,
things
say,
over.
I was sitting there thinking, like, doesn't Troy already have a job? Like, why? And then it dawned on me, oh, this is just a check. This is just a payment for something.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
what could
yeah,
that
yeah,
payment be for? You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
it
just
certainly ain't to talk to Michael
payola.
Irvin.
It's
You know,
payola, color. Just some payola
right,
bread.
right,
I like
right,
that. I
exactly.
like that. I like that. Because let's be
Now,
real,
now
man. What if
Aikman's gonna start. Now Aikman's gonna start talking us up during the games. Oh, you notice what they got going on in Miami?
Oh
They're
yeah,
what
yeah,
we're
yeah, 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 yeah.
we're watching. Right, we're watching the Cardinals and the Saints, and he starts talking about Miami. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. You know what, color? That was another thing I was gonna say too. I'm glad you brought it back. That Troy, the only one to shit on Mike McDaniel, and they're like, "Oh, they brought him in because he got honest opinion." No, they brought him in to buy the consultant silencing fee is what they bought. Bitch, don't go on there shit talking my Mike McDaniel anymore. They just bought his silence. And damn, Troy,
Exactly, exactly.
you just hoe yourself out like that, Troy. Damn, you hoeing
No,
yourself out
he's
to
smart.
silence fellas.
He's smart. He's smart. He knew about the whole Tua bot farm and all that. He's like, I'm gonna get me a part of that.
Well, Troy
Watch
watches the
this.
show. Troy watches the show, so he heard it from us first. So that's cool. We're here
Oh yeah,
for
you
it.
notice it seems that they have maybe the check bounced for the bot farm because Twitter is real quiet these days, man.
I think he just quit paying for it, dog. Like he what for what?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
investment dollars is
Like, what
done.
do I need to?
He got he
What do
getting
I
the
need the
money.
bot farm for?
He walking
Plus, it
away from the
didn't.
NFL. He gonna walk away from the NFL with a cold 150.
Plus, it did. How's it going? Plus, it didn't do its job very well. You know what I mean?
He did his job just fine. He got 150 mil. Did a great job. I don't know what
Well,
the
that's
investment
true.
cost
That's
was.
true.
The
That's
investment
true.
cost is
If it costed him, yeah, if it costed him 30,000 a year for the bot farm, that's still worth it.
yeah,
You
dude.
can make that up in
I'll tell you,
bonus
color
money.
right now. I don't know what it costs, but I will get a loan from the bank to buy those odds right now. Tailgate.
I know, right? Well,
We
that's
will
what
I will
everybody
buy
else
a
has done.
bot. That's what everybody else on fucking YouTube does. They buy all these bot farms. They
I
fucking
mean,
pay for all this bullshit. I mean,
did
you
you
got
all think? Did you all think that you really are part of a 35,000 subscriber group? I mean, come on.
come on, bro. Come on.
See, that's why we're real here at the tailgate because all 6,500 of our subscribers are real people.
You can go on Social Blade and look at it. You go on Social Blade and look at other places.
You can tell by the percentages of
You can see
viewership to subscriber rate and all that. You can see that the majority of our subscribers are actual people.
Well, it also measures those people's data on on watching stuff on YouTube, so they're actually watching shit on YouTube.
Well,
They're not
there,
just
there's
fucking,
also there's some bots that are pushed on you. Like there's some bots that like obviously advertisers have bot farms that subscribe to people's channels just so they can get in and advertise to people. You know what I mean? But so there is a certain percentage of everybody's channel that's not real subscribers. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hide nothing. You know what I mean? But if you look at the percentages, you can plain as day see across all YouTube channels who it is that has actual real people in their subscriber base. I mean, if you got 30,000 subscribers and your viewership is like 48 views on a video, I mean, even if it's 200 views on a video, put it this way. Well, think about this. TD rocks about 30,000, right? And if you look at his shows, he's getting 10, 15,000 views. That adds up. You see what I'm saying? But if he was getting like 200 or 300 views like us, we'd be like, yo, where's his back? You know what I mean?
hit the like button, everybody, for the views. Kane's going to the Fiesta Bowl. Ole Miss ain't
Well, so wait a minute. I'm like so behind, bro, because I didn't even get to see the game. Thank you, Xfinity. Appreciate that service.
Xfinity fucking over the boys.
Yeah, so but besides that, that was the semifinal. So we're going to the big game. We're going to the
quarterfinals.
Oh, okay. So we still got one more game left to get into the dance.
I will say this, Color. Because we're now in the semifinals, the Canes got $14 million from the AC.
Nice.
That's money we get to use.
Which means South Florida got $14 million.
You know what they should buy with that $14 million? A fucking
something
band.
From South Florida.
A fucking band from school. They need to redo the band and get a band back out in Miami.
They could just go buy Palm Beach Lakes' high school band.
Fuck, dude, they'll kill it.
They're better than most college bands in the country.
Boy, they got to go to the school though. That's how that works. we need to.
Oh, to give them all scholarships, yeah.
Yeah, we need scholarships.
And we're gonna bring you in. Bring your drumsticks, and then we'll take care of the rest.
So, oddly enough, a lot of people talking about things like Brandon Shore, who's senior VP of football operations and business administration since 2021 with the Dolphins. This man been in the building 16 years. Okay. He's a lawyer. This is the guy making the decisions around here. Football decisions. I guess bringing in a guy like Troy Aikman at least can counterbalance some of the nerd decisions we're getting in the office to actual football decisions in the office. Problem is, when everyone's wearing suits, they all act different.
Well, you just brought up something that was on the back of my mind about the nerds in the building. That's very interesting. You bring up
who just subbed. Appreciate you, my brother.
Oh yeah, thanks, Chris. But bring it as far as you just mentioned the nerds in the building, and I'm thinking of one nerd in particular.
Which one? Mike McDaniel?
Which is no. Well, there's that, but this is what I'm leading to. The recent rumors going around the national media about, or not even rumors. It's just that you can tell that the national media all of a sudden is really hyping up the histrionics of Mike McDaniel's relationship with the Cleveland Browns organization. And, it's led a lot of people to speculate that he is done in Miami and that's already the next spot. My question is, if that were to happen, is he going to take the nerd with him? Is he going to take the mathematician, a.k.a. Billy Bean of football, back to Cleveland with him so they can go 0-16 or 0-17 again?
I don't know, man. Hard
because
to say.
That's the reason they went 0-16. I don't care what people can blame Hugh Jackson. They can blame Baker Mayfield. They can blame whoever they want. That roster was constructed using Billy Bean style baseball analytics.
True.
Everybody, that was widely reported at the time.
Yep.
They jammed a bunch of superstar names together who had good stats. None of them got along, and they went 0-16.
Yep.
And when I say none of them got along, I mean they got along too well, which means they didn't gel on the football field.
Yeah, they didn't get along football wise.
Right. There was no football chemistry on the field. And I thought that we had proved that baseball analytics doesn't work on a 16-game season when you have so many variables in football involved when it comes to weather, injuries, wear and tear on the body, everything. And, I thought an 0-16 season kind of proved that was never going to work. So what did the Miami Dolphins do? The Miami Dolphins went and hired that. Yeah, the Miami Dolphins went and hired that guy.
That's how they do, baby.
Yeah.
Again, I can't look at anything this organization does run with the guys who are at the top, right? Guys that are at the top, I get it, and they love to do this, right? They go, oh, well, one of our collectives, Brandon Shore, the VP, the lawyer, he did not want to give two of the extension. So, we're on the right path. We got the right guys here. We're just not making the right decisions. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. They always want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to.
You know what? That part about not making the right decisions was actually what I was alluding to, because you know me, I'm kind of like, I don't want to brag on myself, but I'm the one doing the work around the Fins tailgate when it comes to the analytics, right? And so obviously I can see that analytics can be descriptive and it can even be predictive. But here's the thing. I'm not against analytics and the use of them and how they can help even football. What I'm against is using them incorrectly.
Well, that color AI is running all their shit anyhow. These guys.
That's what I'm saying. Like 0-16 proves that either one of two things. Either analytics mean nothing, which a lot of people believe now, or you don't know how to use analytics properly. You know what I mean? And understand its limitations. You know what I mean?
That's
because it does have limitations.
They don't understand the analytical limitations. And
I'm sorry you kicked the damn field goal. You just do it.
Yes.
I don't care what the analytics says.
And to look into that, it's just like buying and selling stocks. The analytics might say there's a drop. The analytics might say there's a spike. But the rumor of how people are reacting are what really happens.
Right.
People are like, I don't give a shit.
The analytics might say that you have a better chance of getting 6 points here than 3. But the rules of the game say that 3 points is going to win you the game.
Does the analytics say, yes, you have a great chance of getting 6, but you have a sure thing to get 3. But do you read the further analytics that says if you get no points here, you lose this fucking football game?
Exactly.
Yeah, you might not lose this game, but the energy from the boys on the fucking sideline are like, what the fuck are we doing? And they fucking roll over.
Right. So they have a problem relating the analytics to the actual physical reality of what's going on in the game and on the field. That's their problem.
And here's another problem with this organization in particular. When their analytics work and people make decisions, they go above and beyond to make it work rather than saying
inferring something from
analytics say it's good. Paying them say it's good.
Oh, you're nailing it.
Everyone needs to agree.
You're nailing it.
And ultimately, on unstable footing, you're setting yourself up for not just down,
you know what they call that? You know what they call that? Cap, you're so spot on. You know what they call that in the scientific community? They call that keeping the facts that support your theory and throwing the ones away that don't.
Yes, and why would you do that?
It's called setting a conclusion and then using the facts to fit that conclusion.
That's right. Yep.
Instead of letting the facts dictate your conclusion.
It's like everybody in the world right now using science to say they're right. The earth is flat. The earth is round. Y'all don't know shit. Nobody knows fucking anything. And it's just,
They
if
think
you
that
want,
analytics is some kind of alchemy, like it's some kind of magic spell that if I put the analytics on, what I say is going to be true. My
yes,
conclusion is going to be true.
if I'm only using the analytics to prove my correctness, I will always be right.
Exactly, because you'll
Price
always throw away. You won't put in the analytics. You won't put in the algorithm the stuff that failed, that makes it fail, which is really testing the you know the again. It's a matter of being descriptive of what has already happened and not descriptive of what you think is reality.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this,
That's the
fella.
difference.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna swing it back to the Canes on this analytics shit. Okay. Because analytically, you can look at these teams and how many points they score on offense that the Canes gonna face in Ole Miss, in Indiana. The unmitigating variable that you aren't considering is how little points you could score when you don't have the time on the field because we're gonna keep the ball away from you.
Right.
Don't you want the game? The Canes are playing a different college game right now. They look like Alabama before they switched up and went quarterback with Tua and fucking Hurts, and they tried to be more of a pass, more. Alabama, all those years they controlled was we're going to play hard fucking defense. We're going to run the fucking football. We're going to own you on the lines of scrimmages on both sides of the ball. And everything else is going to make you get pressure and have to do things. And when you make the mistakes, we're going to go right back to just churning you up in the fucking
Right.
slow
And
grinding
seven
grinder.
and eight times out of 10, we're going to wear you down so much in those first two quarters that our passing game is going to absolutely bludgeon you in the second half.
Bludgeon you. The play action from us just beating on you. That play action. And you know what? It's a catch. And yeah, it's only 6 yards, but it sucks. I'm falling in bounds. The clock is still
Oh, you
running.
wonder why they get so much separation.
Yeah, it's only
Right.
10. It's only 10-0, and it's in the second quarter. But you're not getting the ball back in this second quarter with anything more than a minute and no timeouts. And I get the ball at half. So what are you going to do in that fucking minute and 30 seconds you got? You're going to try to throw your way back into this game. I'm going to take the ball from you, and all of a sudden we're going to halftime 13-0, and I'm getting the ball back because you fucked up.
And I've got pass rushers that practice in the heat of Miami.
Yeah, good luck.
You know,
Good luck.
which, as you noticed in the Notre Dame game, was the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, but Notre Dame, listen,
No, I'm just saying, Cap, they held in as long as they could.
Yeah, but
give them credit, yes.
Once it broke down,
But at that last 5 minutes of the game, their offensive line just could not do anything to stop our pass rushers. Nothing.
And you know what? Notre Dame,
our pass rushers look like they just came off the bench fresh. You know what I mean?
Notre Dame offensive template is kind of what Miami's running these days. But
who do you think implemented that? I'm sorry, real quick. Who do you think implemented that strategy of what I'm talking about? Of your pass rushers look like they just started the game in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left when you need a sack desperately. Who do you think is the master at that in Miami over the decades? I got a shrine to him right here in my room.
Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all Jason Taylor written all over it.
It's and shout out to the pass rushers for being prepared. But think of it like this. When your offense has had the ball 70% of the game come fourth quarter, you're pretty fresh as a pass rusher. When you've only had 29 snaps start of the fourth quarter, you're pretty fresh. You're
right, and then you add, right, Cap,
and you know that they're behind and that they're gonna have to throw. Yeah, they might hit you on a draw or run every now and again. But if I'm gonna get north and try to sack the quarterback every play, eventually I'm gonna hurt you and get you. And now it's 2nd and 15.
And add the half step they've got because Notre Dame don't practice in this weather.
Yes. Yeah. You can't.
I mean, it's all conditioning, bro. I said it during the game. You can go look at my tweets. This game is going to come down to conditioning, and that's what it came down to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
I would even argue that's what I would even argue that's what the Ohio State game came down to. We got out to a lead. We kept it at 7 to 10 points the whole game, and we just wore them down and outconditioned them.
Well, that's and
They
okay,
made their little run in the third quarter. They started doing their thing, and we just kept doing our business.
So, and I know you didn't watch the Ole Miss game because the fucking Comcast got you your whole neighborhood screwed right now. But that Ole Miss Georgia game,
sort of.
well, that Ole Miss,
sorry.
yeah, that Ole Miss Georgia game when I watched it, right? The O lines, honestly, the line of scrimmage wasn't that great. I mean, the Georgia's O line was doing its thing earlier in the game, and then by the third, fourth quarter, they were losing a 3. And like it was just, I don't know. To me, when you watch that game, the game started getting out of hand in the way college games get out of hand. Like just, quarterbacks making plays, rushers getting there but not executing, not completing the play, and the quarterback slipping out and broken coverage downfield because it's been 5 seconds, and just it started doing quarterback shit. It started looking like out there free playing football. The Canes don't let you do that, dude. The Canes make you play their game. They make you play their game. It isn't this back and forth. As long as Carson Beck doesn't turn the football over, the Canes are a hard team to beat because their defense is going to make you pay. Their offense is going to control the clock. You have to beat the Canes and the clock. And to me, I just don't see it. I don't see how Ole Miss is going to – I think Ole Miss is in for the Cinderella story of Ole Miss is coming to an end at the Fiesta Bowl, and it's going to be fucking ugly. I think it's going to be ugly. I think the Canes not only have their way through the defense against Ole Miss, but I think this offense puts it on them. Bro, Canes and Georgia busting out trick plays, fake punts, you name it. Shit's all everybody getting tricky now. And I get it. It's the end of the year, do what you gotta. But that shit ain't you busting out trick plays, try to get yourself back against the Canes. Good luck. Good luck.
Yep.
Now the real question is, I mean, look, Oregon's going to get whipped, I think, by Indiana. Indiana's offense is hella good. Indiana is poised in there. I'll see how Indiana plays against Oregon before I make my assessment of what I think the Canes will do. Canes play, 5 days, 6 days from now, next Thursday.
Well, I see Big Hammy making a decent point about Miami playing A&M and rusty Ohio State. The bye teams are 1-7. Hey, I get what you're saying, Big Hammy. Again, that's why I go back to it coming down to conditioning. Because when it comes to the teams that didn't have a bye, the one team that's still going to be equally conditioned as the teams that did have a bye is going to be the Hurricanes.
Well, let's be real, Big Hammy. Georgia and Ole Miss are banged up. They beat on each other that game. I think Canes healthier, more poised, more balanced. And, dude, getting that pressure with just 4 the way they do, then every now and again dialing up a blitz, man, they look the part.
Did you see the Carson Beck meme?
Which one?
He's our captain now.
Oh, yeah. He does have that neck. So
I think the neck was AI'd a little bit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
he doesn't have a Mike Glennon neck.
Oh yeah, he does. Oh,
come on,
bro. He got a Mike
Glennon. Mike Glennon. Remember Beetlejuice when the handrail of the staircase turned into Beetlejuice's head?
Yeah.
That's what Mike Glennon looks like.
Well, Color,
Wait till for your daughter, Chuck.
That's all I had for today. I want to come up in here representing the Canes, shouting them out, talk about this Troy Aikman weird stuff. Oh, there was something else. The Dolphins brought another quarterback on here that I forgot to talk about because honestly, the guy's 6'1", 210. I don't really care. It again, all it is just another guy to come in for competition next year because they're moving off of Tua. They're going to put Tua on the practice squad because no one's going to claim him, right? No one's claiming him.
Well, I did hear in the grapevine that that's the only thing I'll say about the guy. It's really stupid, but I'll say it anyway. Apparently, this guy is kind of a favorite of Brady.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, given how we saw Ewers handling the play action last week, he likely got that, but through osmosis from the Manning boys. Peyton Manning, in particular, being the one that invented that type of play action.
Yeah. What up, Bones? Yeah, Bones
so
right. Cam Miller.
Yeah. So now you got a Brady favorite and a guy that's close to the Mannings in the building to compete with each other at quarterback next year. I'm just going to point that out. I know it's stupid, but whatever. It is reality.
Fuck the Mannings. How about that? That means shit around here. They don't carry no weight in South Florida. They don't mean nothing to me. The only man.
No, I'm talking about for Quinn Ewers, skill set.
All right, so Cam Miller, got pulled up off the Raiders practice squad. He was a 6th-round pick. 33 touchdowns, 3,882 yards. Had a 180.1 efficiency rating, rushed for 631 yards, 12 touchdowns at NDSU, North Dakota State University. I watched. It's he has that football operations type of shit going on and stuff.
I mean, his football name's not terrible.
I don't know.
Cam Miller, that ain't too bad.
It's not.
It does sound kind of Brady Quinn-ish, dude.
I watched. Brady Quinn's got Brady Quinn. Quinn Ewers has a way stronger arm. It's obvious. And he stands way taller in the pocket. I don't know. He looks more of like a system quarterback. This Cam Miller kind of guy. Maybe listen. I don't know. Fucking guy. He's too small. He's 6'1". He's 6'1", 210. I'm tired of a 6'1", 210 quarterback. Give me somebody.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. That's what that's.
You got to be 6'3" or taller. I don't give a shit. Tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
Tired of it. I'm short, Color. I never played quarterback. Can't see. Tua couldn't see. Said so his goddamn self. Fuck you mean? Those boys are like 7.
Honestly, I don't think it mattered, but I mean, Josh Allen could see that wide receiver wide open in the end zone the other night, but he still choked.
Yeah, but at least he's seen it. Tua won't even see that.
Yeah. Man, that was so funny,
Cap. You got to see to believe, baby.
I was texting with Michael K during that Buffalo game the other night, and I'm just like, yo, Josh Allen's vanity is about to lose this game. You know what I mean? Like, he was so ready to pull into that end zone and jump up and do the whole Superman silly, bro. He just got denied.
I got to address this. Malik Willis.
Right.
I got to be honest, boys. I ain't falling for the fucking Malik Willis.
I ain't either.
Sorry. I'm tired. Malik Willis is not a reformation project. He will not be the next Sam Darnold. He's good, but can we stop it, please?
Yeah. McDaniel can try him out in Cleveland.
McDaniel ain't getting fired, Color.
Well, I didn't say he's getting fired, but if we bring somebody else in, then he might get traded.
He might be consulted out of here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, Troy Aikman's going to consult with our general manager pick, so that should upgrade the pedigree of our next general manager. Mm-hmm. And if our general manager pedigree is upgraded, I'm pretty sure McDaniel is going to be gone, dude. I'm actually, me, I'm the one that says he's got the coldest seat in the league, and it still is cold when it comes to football operations. But with the latest murmurings going on, I think that, there may be bigger things going on humanity-wise in Mike McDaniel's life, and we could be seeing an exit out of Miami.
Fuck, I didn't even want to fucking consider the humanity of things, Color. Jesus Christ.
Well, I think his seat is a block of ice, but that doesn't mean it's going to still be sitting in Miami.
Yeah, you know what? No. Keep Mike McDaniel here because I don't want it. I just don't want him to mess, bro. I'm fucking. You know what? Fire him. Who gives a fuck? I'm a Canes fan anyhow.
It's already a mess.
Fucking mess.
I mean, I don't know why people think a new GM is going to keep anybody the same.
Who wants the job, Color? Who the fuck?
I mean, if you're talking about a GM that's hired by the GM that's on the way out, that'd be different, you know. But we're talking about consulting Troy Aikman.
Yeah,
for a GM. That GM is not going to keep Mike McDaniel, bro.
I'm a GM candidate name worth their salt.
Okay,
better go talk my way into a job.
Well, what I'm saying is Mike McDaniel can buy a bot farm too. And Mike McDaniel's bot farm has been activated, is what I'm saying. That's why we're hearing all these histrionics about his relationship with Cleveland. And I think it's because he can see the forest from the trees. He's like, Troy Aikman ain't gonna hire a GM that is gonna keep me. Troy Aikman's from the Tom Landry world, not the Shanahan world.
It's true. I didn't even think about that.
Although the Shanahan world came from the Tom Landry world, despite people not knowing that, but that's absolutely true. Crypto and I did the deep dive on it one night.
Bones. He gonna sign a new deal after this year for 10 years. He ain't going nowhere for a decade, bro. For a long time.
Yeah, just so y'all know, the Shanahan and everybody, Bill Walsh, all them people got all their stuff from Tom Landry. They all worked under him.
Yeah, Bill Walsh definitely. All right, well, we're gonna have to keep our eyes open. We'll be calling the game this weekend, final game of the year. I mean, look, Mike McDaniel and Quinn Ewers go out there and fucking work the Patriots some way, somehow. Ain't nobody going nowhere.
That's it. That's the only exactly. Or it's either that or it's gonna pad his resume for Cleveland.
Or, they go out there and get their asses waxed. And
Cleveland don't even want him.
Nobody wants shit, though. All right, hit the like button. We'll see y'all next time. Fins up. Go Canes.